Hello students, this is the fourth video for class 7 student on the topic of number system. Now in this chapter we are going to learn in what is number system, conversion from one number system to the another number system and the concept of bits and bytes. Now before going to start with everything, let us discuss the topic what we are going to discuss, that are introduction, number system and conversion from one number system to the another number system, and bits and bytes. Now introduction. A computer is a man-made electronic machine. It does not understand the language people use to communicate with each other. What does it mean? That what language we use to communicate with each other, our computer does not understand. So it understands something else which we don't understand. So our computer basically understands binary number system, which has basically 2 bits, which is 1 and 0. We represent 1 as on and 0 as off. So it is called binary number system. Now each bit of binary number system is called bit. That means 1 itself a bit and 0 itself a bit. When 8 of that bits get together, then it forms byte. Now if I write 1001 like that, I will write 8 numbers together, then it will form byte. So a single number, a single digit is called bit, and when it is grouped with 8 digits, then it's called byte. Now what we understand, a normal people understand decimal number system, that is consisting of 0 to 9. That we can form a number applying any digits from 0 to 9, like say 556. It is a combination of 5, 6 and again a 5. Say an example we can take that 403. It is a combination of 4, 0 and 3 which forms 403. That only we understand, but our computer does not understand these things. Our computer only understands 0 and 1, what we have just discussed. Now 0 represent off and 1 represent on. Now every character in computer, like alphabet A to Z, it can be capital, it can be small, number 0 to 9 and symbol star, exclamation, @ dollar, modulus, etc. It has assigned numeric code. All the character has a assigned numeric code. This code varies from 0 to 256. Like any of that number 0 to 256 are assigned to each of that character. So this is called ASCII. The full form of ASCII is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Let me read it once again. ASCII, full form of ASCII is American Standard Code for Information Exchange. Now as we have discussed that our machine understand only binary system and we understand only decimal numbers. So how can we form a decimal number? Like we know that 0 to 10 are called tens, like 11 tens range number, 20 to 29 are called 20s, 30 to 39 are called 30s, 40 to 49 are called 40s, like that way 90 to 99 are called 90s. Now similarly we can form binary number from that way. Like if we take a bit like a 0 or a 1, adding a 1 just beside a 0 will make it 01. Adding a 1 or a 0 just beside 1 will make it either 10 or 11. That what here it is written that to get next number we can put 1 at the right hand side of 0 and it will make 01, or we can put 1 or 0 at the right hand side of 1, it will make 10 or 11. That are separate numbers, that 0 and 1 are separate from 10 and 11. Even we can put 1 or 0 just beside 10, it will make 100 or 101. Just write it down in your copy. An example that 10. We can put a 1 or a 0 just right hand side of 10. It will make the digit as 100 if I put a 0, or 101 if I put a 1. I think this is clear. Now number system. Number system is just a way to represent a number to in my computer system. Like whenever I am trying to give some data value to my computer as input, I need to represent it the way your computer will understand. So that is called a number system. A number system can be basically of two types: non-positional number system and positional number system. Now, what non-positional number system? In the past, human beings count on figure. For counting beyond 10, they use stones, pebbles, or sticks to indicate value. Like what we know that in before Christ, they don't have that counting system. They use sticks to count the elements, or they use stone to count something. So that is called non-positional number system. Now in positional number system, there are only few symbols called digits. By using that symbols only we can represent number. So we have few digits. In case of decimal it can be 0 to 9, or in case of binary it is either 0 or 1. By replacing that digits only we can form different number. There are basically four positional number system we are going to discuss. That are decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system. So what are they? Decimal number system, binary number system, octal number system, and hexadecimal number system. Now up to this lecture we are very familiar with the two terms, that is decimal number system and binary number system. Let us start with decimal number system. That what we use to represent our data is called decimal number system. The base of decimal number system is 10. How will I understand the base is 10? As we have already told that to represent our decimal number we use 0 to 9. To represent our decimal number we use 0 to 9. So how many numbers are there? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means total 10 numbers are there. Total 10 numbers are there. That is why the base of decimal number is 10. Now how can we represent the 123 in decimal number system? As the base of decimal number system is 10, so what we are going to do? We are going to multiply 10 to the power 0 with the first digit, 10 to the power 1 with the second digit, 10 to the power 2 with the third digit, and we will continue towards the left. We will start from the right and we will increase the power of 10 when at the way we are going moving towards the left. Now here I have written 3 into 1. Why I have written only 3 into 1? Because 10 to the power 0 means 1. Any number to the power 0 means 1, as we all know that 10 to the power 0 means 1. So here we have multiplied 3 into 1. Now next number is 2 into 10 to the power 1. That means 10 to the power 1 will give you only 10, and multiplying it with 2 will give you 20. Now 10 to the power 2 means 100. Now multiplying it with 1 will give you 100. Now adding this three number, 100 plus 20 plus 3 will give you 123. What was our example taken before? Now I think it is clear. So in case of decimal number system, the base is 3. So what I have to do? I have to take each digit from right towards the left. I have to multiply 10 with that digit, and the power of 10 will increase from right to left by 1. Let me discuss once again with you that I will take the number, I will separate each digit from the number, I will write that number separately, I will multiply it with 10, I will multiply all the digit with 10, and the power of 10 will increase from 0 to n from right hand side towards the left hand side. Whatever we have done over here. Now in case of binary number system, the base of the number is 2. So why it is 2? As we have already told, in case of binary number system only we have two digits. Either it will be 0 or it will be 1. So if it is 0 or if it is 1, we have only two numbers. So the base of binary number system is 2. Now how can we represent a binary number? Like here I have taken an example 1001. So how will I get the decimal of that binary number? How will I get the decimal of that binary number? So what I'll do, same way I will write each of this digit separately. I will write each of this digit separately. Here I have written 1, 2, 3, 4. To separate each group from the another, I have written this. You don't have to write these things in your exam copy. I have written it over here just to separate a group from the another group. Here I have written each of the digits separately. Now what I have to do, I have to multiply it with 2 to the power 0. As the base of binary number system is 2, I have written it 2 to the power 0. The next digit I will write it 2 to the power 1. The next digit I will write 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, and like that way I will continue it towards the left hand side from the right hand side. The same thing here I am doing what I have did in decimal number system also. In case of binary number system, the digit will be instead of 10 it will be 2 only. So what I will do, I will write the digit separately. I will multiply it with 2 and the power of 2 will increase from right hand side towards the left hand side by 1. Now here I can see that 1 into 2 to the power 3 will get 8, will give you 8, as 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8 and 8 multiplied 1 will give you 8. Now 0 into something will give you anyway 0, 0 into something will give you 0, and 2 to the power 0 will give you 1, and 1 into 1 will give you 1. So I will just add this number. Here also I have added this number, here also I am going to add this number, so I will get 9. Now here I am given a table of the decimal to binary. Now here I am representing each of that decimal number by using 4-bit binary number. See what I can see that I have represented 0 by using 4-bit binary number, which is 40. I have represented 1 by using 4-bit binary number, which is 0001, and here also I have represented 5 0 1 1 0. Now one question we have in our mind, that how will I understand, that how will I convert a decimal number to its equivalent binary number. So my question is, how will I convert a decimal number to its equivalent binary number? That answer I will give you later on in this video only, but before that, here I have given a table where I have explained all the decimal number and its equivalent binary number. Here I can see that 12 is represented as 1100, 13 is represented at 1101, 14 is represented at 1110, and 15 is represented at 441. Now in case of octal number system, now in octal number system basically range from 0 to 7. Like in decimal it is from 0 to 9. In case of binary it is either 0 or 1. In case of octal it range from 0 to 7. So total how many numbers I have? That is 8. That is why the base of octal number system is 8. Now how will I represent a octal number? Say I have given a octal number. How can I convert that octal to its equivalent decimal number? Okay, before that, let me just tell you one thing. How will I understand the number is given in which number system? Here I can see that 74 base 10. So just by looking at the number, I will understand the number is given in decimal number system. Here also it is given in base 2. So just looking at the number, I can say it is given in binary number system. Now here also it is 112 base 8. Just looking at the number, I can say it is given in base 8. That means it is given in octal number. So now the next, I am just going to convert a octal number to its equivalent decimal number. As we can see, here the number base is 8. Here the result number base is 10. So what I am going to do, I am going to just convert a octal number to its equivalent decimal number. So in case of taking 2 or 10, here I am going to take the number as 8. So I will write the digit separately. Here I am going to multiply each digit with say 8, and the power of 8 will increase from right towards the left, whatever I did in the previous also. Now here I have written it as a single token. As I told you, you don't have to write it in your examination copy. So here I have taken 8 to the power 0, here I have taken 8 to the power 1, here I have taken 8 to the power 2. If I even have one more digit, I should take it 8 to the power 3, and like that way I will continue from right towards the left. Now what I have to do, I just have to find out the value. Now 8 square means 64. 64 multiplied with 1 will give you 64. Now 8 to the power 1 means 8, and multiplying it with 1 will give you 8, and 8 to the power 0 means 1, and multiplying it with 2 will give you 2. Now just add the number, you will get 74. Now check, here I have written already. For example, the binary representation of decimal 74 is 1001010 base 2, and the octal representation is 112. Now how to convert a decimal to binary will come on the later on, but you can see one thing, if the number is 112, its decimal is 74. So it's so clear to you all that how to convert a octal to its equivalent decimal. Sorry, yes, how to convert a octal to its equivalent decimal. Now what I am going to do, I am going to take a hexadecimal number and I am going to convert it to its equivalent decimal number. Now in case of hexadecimal number, base is 16. In case of hexadecimal number, base is 16. So I can represent a hexadecimal number from 0 to 50. I can represent a hexadecimal number by using the digit from 0 to 50. Now see, up to 9 it's okay. Whenever I will write 10, I will get only confused that whether it is a decimal 10 or it's a hexadecimal direct 10. Or even if I write 11, I will get confused whether it is 1 or it is 11. So for just removing that confusion only, we will use A to A instead of using 10 to 15. So what I will write? Instead of writing 10, I will write A. Instead of writing 11, I will write B. Instead of writing 12, I will write C. Instead of writing 13, I will write D. Instead of writing 14, I will write E. And for 15, I will write A. So to represent 10 to 15, I will use A to A. Now here I have taken an example 4A. I have taken an example 4A. So what I have to do, I have to convert it to its equivalent decimal. So two ways are there. I can take each digit and I can represent each digit by 4-digit binary number. I can take each digit, that 4 and F separately, I will write it by using 4-digit binary number, by using that table what I have just discussed before in this video, just little before. So by using that table only, you can represent 4 by 0100 and F by 1111. Why? Because F is actually equal to 15. So whenever you will check the table, you will get that 15 is equal to 1111 and 4 is equal to 0100. Now I got the binary. Now I know how to represent, how to convert a binary number to its equivalent decimal number. So what I have to do in that case, I have to write the digit separately. I have to multiply 2 with each digit and I have to increase the power of 2 from right hand side towards the left hand side. Now one more way is there. I will write directly the digit separately, that is 4 and 8, and I will multiply 16 with the number, with the digit, and I will increase the power of 16 from right towards the left. Here I have done this, that I have multiplied F with 16 to the power 0, I have multiplied 4 with 16 to the power 1. Now here 16 into 4 will give you 64 and F means 15. 15 into 1 will give you only 50. Now add this to number, you will get 79, which was the answer what I have written before. Now conversion from one base to the another base. How can I convert a number from one base to the another base? Now before going to discuss these steps, we are going to tell how to convert. Now here I have taken decimal to binary conversion. Decimal to binary conversion. Now we have already learned few of the conversion, that is binary to decimal, octal to decimal, hexadecimal to decimal. That conversion we have already familiar with. Now we are going to learn decimal to binary, decimal to octal, decimal to hexadecimal. Now here I have taken a decimal number. I will convert it to its equivalent binary number. So for that, what I have to do, I have to divide that number by 2. I will write the quotient over here and I will write the remainder like this. Right? So what I have to do, I have to divide a number by 2. I have to write the result over here and I will write the remainder like this. Now again I will divide that result by 2 only. Again what I have to do, I will write the result over here and the remainder like this. So here I have taken 42. I have divided the number by 2. So 21 into 2 will give you 42. So the remainder is 0. Now again divide 21 by 2. That will give you 20. 2 into 10 will give you 20. So the remainder will be 1. Now dividing 10 by 2 will give you 5. So the remainder will be 0. Now dividing 5 will 2 will give you result as 2 and remainder as 1. Again by 2. I will divide 2 by 2. I will get the result as 1 and the remainder as 0. So here the last number is 1. You cannot divide a number by which is smaller than the what I'll say. Here the result is 1, so I cannot divide it by 2. So I keep it like this. So I have written the number from bottom to up order, which is 1 0 1 0 1 0. 1 0 1 0 and 1 0 and the base is 2. So let me discuss the process once again with you. So what I have to do, I will divide the number 42 by 2. Now I will write the result over here and the remainder over there by using an arrow only. So whenever I will divide 42 by 2, I will get the result as 21 and the remainder will be 0. Again dividing 21 by 2, I will get the result as 10 and the remainder will be 1. As 10 into 2 will give you 20 only, the remainder 1 will be there, and I have written the remainder by using an arrow. Now dividing 10 by 2 will give you result as 5 and the remainder will be 0. Now dividing 5 with 2 will give you the remainder as 1 and the result will be 0. Now if I divide 2 with 2, I will get the result as 1 and the remainder as 0. Now I cannot divide a single 1 by 2, so I kept it like this. So now what I have to write, I will write it in downwards to the upwards order. So I will write it 1 0 1 0 1 0. Right? Now decimal to octal, same thing I have to do. Same process, but instead of using 2, here I will use 8 because I have to convert it to an octal number. So of course I will use 8 over there instead of using 2. So same thing I will do. I will divide the number by using 8. I will write the result over here and I will write the remainder over using an arrow. Again I will divide the number by 8. I will write the result over here and I will write the remainder by using an arrow. Same way I will do whenever I will convert a decimal to its hexadecimal. So in case of hexadecimal conversion, I am going to divide the number by 16 instead of taking 2 or 8 because I am going to convert the number to its hexadecimal. So same way I will divide the number, I will write the quotient, and same way order I will write the number from downwards towards the upwards order. Here 3, 14 and 8 the answer. So 14 I cannot write directly, so here I have written E instead of writing 14. As in case of hexadecimal, as I have told you, we are going to use A to A for 10 to 15. Instead of using 10 to 15 directly, we will use A to A. Now, things are very clear. Whenever I am going to convert a number from its decimal to its other conversion, like from decimal to binary, from decimal to hexadecimal, from decimal to octal, I will divide the number by the base in which base we want to convert. So I will divide the number by the base in which base I want to convert. I will use that number to divide that number, and I will write the remainder by using an arrow, and then after I will write the number from downwards towards the upwards order. Simple. Now whenever I am going to convert a number from that base towards the decimal, like from binary to decimal, from octal to decimal, from hexadecimal to decimal, so here I will just multiply that each digit by that base and I will increase the base power by 1 from right hand side to left hand side. So in case of any base to decimal, I have to multiply. In case of decimal to any base, I have to divide. That thing are clear to you very well. Now, here I am going to convert a binary to its decimal conversion. It's very clear to you all. We have already discussed these things. I'll write the digits separately. I will multiply it with 2. I will increase the power of 2 by 1 whenever I am going to transfer from right hand side towards the left hand side. Here the power of 2 is 1, again 2, 1, the power of 2 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even if we have few other digits, the power of 2 will increase. And then after I have to add the value of each token and that will be your decimal number of base 10. Now the concept of bits and bytes are also clear to you. We have already discussed in this video in previous, but still let me discuss. If I even given a number like this, it's a combination of 8 digits together, which is a binary number. We are just looking at the number, we can say, because it has only 0 and 1. So just looking at this number, we can say it's a binary number. So each digit of that number is called a bit. Each digit of this number is called a bit. That means a bit is equal to a single digit, which is the smallest unit of computer processing unit. So a bit is the smallest unit of computer memory. Now 4 bits together makes a nibble. 4 bits together makes a nibble. Now 8 bits together makes byte. That's clear. Single digit is called bit. 4 bits together is called nibble. 8 bits together is called byte. Now these are the things what are there in your second chapter. So what we have learned from this chapter, what is number system and how can we convert our value from one number system towards the another number system, and why we need number system, why we have to learn number system, what is called digit, what is called bit, what is called byte, what our computer understand, and different types of number system, that decimal, binary, hexadecimal, octal. We have learned those things from this chapter. Thank you for watching the video. I think you have understood everything. Even if you face any trouble, you can post the question in this video. I will try to answer you as early as possible. Please stay tuned and please be safe. Stay at your home. And the next video will come soon in this channel only. Just wait for a few days and we will come with one more video on the next chapter. Thank you for watching.